Okay, we're on Nazir Perek Dalid, Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in the fourth chapter of Sechet Nazir. Okay, the Mishnah says the following: Haisha she'nadra b'Nazir. Woman took an neder to be a Nazir, so as we all know, that the prohibitions apply to her. You know, she promised, took a neder, not to drink wine, not to become tameh, not to take a haircut. V'haita shoteh b'yayin u'mitamar l'meitim. And after she took the neder, she was drinking wine, or becoming tameh, or both, or whatever. Meaning she violated her Nezirut intentionally. Okay? The Bartanura says, interestingly, V'achar kach hefer la ba'ala. And her husband found out. Meaning she takes it to be a Nazir. Her husband doesn't know. And then she goes to the bar. She starts drinking the wine. And hey, you took a neder to be a Nazir? Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. I changed my mind. Can't do that. Okay? And then her husband found out, and the hafarat nidarim, harezo sofeget et ha'arba'im. If she had warning, if she had atra'ah from witnesses, sofeget et ha'arba'im is a language she absorbs the 40. This means is, she gets malkut. Beit Din gives her malkut for violating an isur d'oraita. Okay? Even though her husband annulled, as we learn in Masechet Nedarim, hafarat habal is only from now on. It doesn't undo what she had before. It's not like she'elat chacham, which is okay. Hafarat habal is only al she'avra kodem hafarah. Okay? I'm sorry. Hafarat habal is only from now on. So therefore she gets malkut al she'avra kodem hafarah. She gets malkut, she gets lashes for the isur that she did before he was made fair. Okay? But, hey, fairla, let's say she took an neder to be a Nazir, and her husband knows she's never going to keep up to it. She doesn't care about these things. So therefore, hey, fairla ba'ala. He annulled her vow, but he lo yad'a she'fairla ba'ala. And she doesn't know that her husband annulled her vow. And she would, she was drinking wine, going to the cemetery, whatever. She just didn't care. She's like, you're a Nazirah. Nah, whatever. And she didn't know that her husband found out about it and was made fair. So now it's a really interesting question where a person thinks they're violating an Isur, but they're not actually violating an Isur. Tanakama says, Eina sofeget et ha'arba'im. She doesn't get malkut. She doesn't get lashes because in the end, technically, she wasn't violating any Isur. Her husband undid her neder. It's an interesting question, why would she take the neder? And they're very interesting psychologically. Rabbi Yehuda says, yeah, if she doesn't get malkut, tispog makat mardut. She should get what's called makat mardut. What's makat mardut? Makat mardut is lashes of rebellion. Makat mardut, says the Bartanura, is b'divrei sofrim. This is lashes they give you, not 49, not 39, not 40 chaser echad, but a certain, any amount. Makat mardut ha'amura b'chol makom. When we say makat mardut, how does that mean? K'fi mar'eh enei dayan u'k'fi tzarech hasha'ah. Whatever the dayan thinks, whatever the judge thinks, and the need of the time. And it's a machloket, so that many different Rishonim have a machloket about when you give, how often you give it, how many you can give. Okay, but so the Bartanura says, whatever the judge thinks, if it's a need in order to get people in line. Davka ba'aveira shekfar ne'esta. This is only an aveira that's already been done. Abagabe mitzvah. Mitzvot asay, but positive commandments can go on asay sukkah. Very interesting, fascinating commentary by Bartanura. If a person, they tell him, make a sukkah, he's like, I'm not making a sukkah. Tol lulav, take a lulav, eino notel. Makinato achi aseh, you give him lashes until he does it, oshe tetzei nafsho. Or until he dies. These are very, very extreme, understanding of makat mardut. We talk nowadays, the very controversial, any religious coercion is an anathema to us. And it is in our Western sensibilities. How do they have a right to tell me what to do? The Torah and Chazal have a very different view. And the Torah clearly says this is something called makat mardut. You don't listen to the Torah. We'll give you lashes. If you are ignoring, this woman, she took a neder to become a Nazir. The neder was not chal. Her husband annulled it. But nonetheless, because she thought she was violating an Isur, we're going to give her lashes to make sure people don't just take their vows and take Nezirut cavalierly. You take halacha seriously. And it's society's responsibility to make sure that everybody does as well. Very, very, very different perspective of the Mishnah than the one that's prevalent today. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.